What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Brahma Bullpen. I'm going to tell you, I know you've already seen a couple episodes this week, but I got a very special guest down here in the cow pasture going to the San Antonio Brahmas versus DC game, and I might even be converting this guy. Come on in here and introduce yourself.
Oh, there is a panther in the pasture, Josh.
Panther.
Yes, I am out here in town for work. Figured we'd come by, make a little bit of content, and watch some damn football, right? I got to go to XFL games, have not gotten to go to UFL games, and yes, wearing the cow pasture without a little bit of this, a little bit of adult sodas.
Dude, you can't be in the cow pasture without a little bit of refreshment. Hey, I'm taking FBI tugboat. We're going down to the cow pasture. It's rodeo week. Tugboat's
sir.
got his Brahma swag on. I'm trying to convert him.
Out here.
Don't hate on him, Michigan Panthers fan. He's just doing this because I forced him. Hey, and FBI's here, so what we're going to do, we're going to talk a little gambling. Down here in the cow pasture, we don't talk much gambling, but FBI is our gambling guru. So are you ready to tell these folks how to make some money
Sure,
tonight?
you live in Las Vegas for a couple of years, and everyone just says you're a gambling guru at this point. But yes, we've been making a little bit of money over there on the Panthers Picks podcast. Now that's so far 8-10, but this week feels absolutely fantastic, right? There are some wrong teams favorited. Let's just say that, right? So we're gonna go through and take all three games first, the three picks, right? Because the way I was doing it is like sometimes you're just not really gonna feel a certain game, whether that's against the spread or totals, right?
Yeah.
Just not feeling it. So I want to give myself a little room. 3 picks per week. We're also doing a little player props action for those of y'all on the UFL sponsored Underdog, right? The big partnership right there between Underdog, Daily Fantasy Sports, and the United Football League.
And if Tugboat don't pick the Brahmas to win tonight, we're going to bury him. We're going to bury him in the cow pasture. But let's go ahead and pull
There's plenty of land out here.
Let's go ahead and pull his picks up right here.
Yes.
Oh, wrong ones. Hold on. Give me a sec. Week 7. Here we go.
There you go.
So these are week 7 lines. So we got DC versus Brahmas over 36.5. Why do you think it's gonna be a high scoring game?
So of course, a lot of these lines were taken from earlier this week. I believe it's about 37.5 right now, maybe even gotten up to 38. But two things. First, this literally just went to 38 total points 2 weeks ago, right? When DC got trounced by the San Antonio Brahmas team, right? Myself and the Panthers and the San Antonio Brahmas, the only two teams so far to do it this year against DC. Jordan Te'amu has been slinging the rock, averaging above 200 yards per, and I believe is the only quarterback to be doing stuff like that outside of course, Luis Perez. And now, maybe, if he gets to start the rest of the year, if Mike Nolan can see what the rest of us have seen for 2 years now.
It's crazy, dude. I've been blogging about it. I've been talking about it, dude. Perkins is the man.
Really
MV
is. MV Perkins. Now, some reasoning behind here. First and foremost, Ty Scott has been gone for a couple of weeks now. A bunch of other weapons here for the DC defense are also going to be not seen tonight in about 2 hours or so down here in San Antonio. Now, on the other side of this, it is brutal to see that Anthony McFarland has taken a left shoulder injury. Not going to be seen in this game, correct?
He is not going to play.
Gotcha. So this is a player otherwise that I could see as like a guaranteed tutty, like 1 or maybe even 2 per game, and like a lot of yardage, and whatnot outside of this, and that makes for some juicy opportunities. But at the end of the day, there's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game, but like off the back of otherwise, let's be honest, a little bit of sloppy defense. Wade Phillips is gonna be there on the side, so I just heard about that. I already laid this money, right? I already laid this money before I flew out of Las Vegas, so I can't take it back now. But with Wade Phillips on the side, that does make me a little bit cautious, Josh.
He's going to be there. He's going to pump up the team. We're excited to see him. Now, tell me about this Michigan -1.
Come on, man. Come on. This is the easiest of
It's
all of them.
easy, right?
That was the easiest of all of them, dude.
They're going to win by double digits, right?
I feel like we are the best top to bottom team within this league, especially gives Mike Nolan obviously puts like a lot of concentration on various defensive schemes and various decent defensive achievements that he wants to get throughout games, right? Now the offense, I feel like it's always been there for him. So now with the entire world seeing this, it's a little bit of a different story. Now here's another note. Well, the only games that Bryce Perkins has started, he's won by double digits, right? So this is not something, especially we're playing Arlington, Arlington is another team. I talked about this on the podcast, right? DC, Arlington, these are not like categorically different teams. They're teams that go forward and win by throwing this rock through the air many times per game. So Jordan Te'amu, I think, is averaging 31 attempts per game. That's insane. That's insane.
Talk to me about the plus 6.5 Houston.
Absolutely, easy peasy. The Birmingham Stallions are not the squad that we've seen in the past. And honestly, if Magoo actually plays this game, I feel like that works a little bit better for us.
He's a runner, right?
Yeah, he's a runner, yes, but he is not exactly a thrower. Case Cook has now showed us that he had some wheels and whatnot, but that doesn't always translate to points. And the way that Alex Magoo was failing to connect with Jace Sternberger and a couple of his other receivers, Deion Kane, how many of these were like unforgivable errors. And I can backtrack a little bit here, right? I've spent 2 years saying that the Houston Roughnecks are the worst team in spring football for like 40 years. Well, they found a little bit of something there, and of course, little SEC action. Zaquandre White, who did play for my University of South Carolina Gamecocks, gonna be running the rock right there, and they won't be seeing.
Whoa! We're not gonna stand for no Gamecock.
Hey, it's SEC. Here. It's SEC. So other running back not going to be featured. Zaquandre White will be getting the majority of these carries as well, and that is nothing for me except for just absolute confidence within that squad to go forth and do it. Also, dude, 6.5 is a big number. People forget this like all the time. This is the league of comebacks. This is the league of I can go for 1, 2, or 3. What? Right?
Yeah.
Like these are sorts of situations that allow for these comeback type of situations all the time for this squad. This might actually be up to closer to 7.5 now, and if that's the case, hammer. Yep. Now, we're getting closer here. Let's go ahead and
let's
go
do it.
into the.
But we're in Texas.
Yeah.
We don't get to bet the line so much here.
Yes,
so let me tell you,
true.
y'all saw me kind of sneak this graphic in earlier.
Bang.
So Underdog is the official gambling partner of the UFL. So here are Tugboat's Underdog locks for the week. Talk to me a little about those 3 locks. The over on Kevin Hogan. You got some faith in my boy Kevin Hogan?
I have some faith in Kevin Hogan. Now, just like anybody who's going to go forth and start and play some football, he showed some signs of like vulnerability last week, but he's got a whole nother week to go forward with this. You got Wade Phillips on the sidelines right there. And at the end of the day, I do, just like I said earlier, I do believe there's going to be a higher scoring game, and a lot of that is going to happen through the year, especially with Anthony McFarland not playing this one. Now, Deion Jackson on the other side, we already saw this, right? Abram Smith is just not that guy. Everybody was saying last year, the DC, well, I think they finished 4-6 last year, something like this. They didn't make the playoffs. That's all that really matters, right? At the end of the day, everyone said it's because Abram Smith wasn't getting to carry 25 times a game. Well, we see what happens when he gets to carry that many times. He's just not that guy, dude.
I took like a 5-spot parlay last week, and Abram Smith was the only one I missed. Hey, and in case you guys are wondering,
You took an over?
I took an over on Abram. I'm an idiot. I get it. Hey, and if you guys hear the chickens out there, look, this is legitimately a cow pasture. I got chickens, I got cows, I got all kinds of stuff running around here. So apologize to chickens, but yeah, Abram Smith cost me $200 last week.
Yeah, I would honestly not even be against, like, I believe Abram Smith is at like 35 or 40 even. The game script says that Jordan Ta'amu loves to throw right here, and especially if San Antonio gets ahead early. I'm talking into first quarter. I'm talking the first 10 minutes or so, into the second quarter. Now it's a situation. Alarm bells will be going off on the side of their. Shannon Harris will be telling Jordan Ta'amu to throw this rock like his life depends on it. Deion Jackson over 45.5. This kind of comes back off the other side. I just don't have faith in Abram Smith. And there's been multiple times now when Abram Smith has been given many opportunities and just has not produced, Josh.
Yeah. Talk to me about Justin Smith. To me, this seems like the lock of the locks.
This
right?
is the lock of the lock, 100%. Justin Smith over 37.5 right here. This is really looking at a type of situation where there's injuries to the other wide receiver core, right? Like, where is Kevin Hogan going to get these yards outside of players like Justin Smith? Also, the guy just showed.
And with McFarland not playing, that's more yards for the wide receivers because Corbin, he doesn't really go out in routes too much. He doesn't get thrown the ball too much. Yeah.
Exactly. And like, that's something. That's something else we haven't really talked about. Anthony McFarland averaged probably 3 or 4 catches per game. These are catches that are going to him and not other wide receivers. Mm-hmm. Also, those other wide receivers just not going to be featured as much. Josh, that's why I love of all of these, Justin Smith right there. I think that's probably the best one as well. We talked a little bit about Kevin Hogan. I was talking with producer over there. Yes, I would also if you're really feeling it, really feeling it, or maybe more so if you're a flex player, adding Jordan Ta'amu, but adjusting the lines down, right? I believe that is, yes, 199 will get you 0.61x to add it onto to the fourth leg. So that would mess with the numbers a little bit, but I do believe in that one wholeheartedly, Josh.
So if you want to take that extra, that fourth, you want to really gamble, throw in the Ta'amu.
Yeah, but again, adjusted there because I believe it's like 240 or something like that. Normally, adjust that one down 199.5. Man hits 200, you're gold.
Get those odds up a little bit, make more money on your return. That's
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
talking about.
That's what
hey,
we're
man,
doing.
thanks for joining us in the Cow Pasture. We're going to go to the game together. I got FBI Tugboat coming to the suite. We're going to make a Texan out of him tonight.
Yes, sir.
So, real quick before we go, tell us what you're doing down here in San Antonio.
Yes, absolutely. So what I do for a living is I do commentary. I provide play-by-play commentary over a laundry list of different competitions, Josh. Plenty of boxing, some arm wrestling as well. What I'm doing down here is esports commentary. This will be specifically Rocket League and for the great game of Halo as well. This will be at Techport tomorrow, the Boeing Techport here in San Antonio, and I believe it's pretty open as well. All day Saturday and Sunday, you'll be witnessing a mecca of esports. That is for sure.
Hey, you think the bullpen could walk around at Techport tomorrow?
I do believe the bullpen will. I don't think anybody's going to tell you otherwise. How about that,
Hey,
Josh?
they ain't got to stop me. Hey, we're going to get out of here. We got to get our Ubers here. We're going to the game. Those are some locks for the game. I want to thank my boy, Tugboat, for coming here to join us in the Cow Pasture. We're going to have a great time tonight. With that, we're going to get out of here. We're going to end it like we always do with a nice horns forward. What do you say in a podcast? What do you say in podcast? What's your closing?
Oh, I always just close it the same way that I always do.
Go for
Appreciate
it.
you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Hell yeah.
Perfect, dude.